And welcome back, everyone, to another training week. We are in lockdown all over again. This time, instead of a 3-day lockdown, it's a 1 week lockdown. So, again, the boys are out of training. We're all out of training. We were supposed to have a mock competition tomorrow, on Friday. So, I'm going to go through last week's training week, but next week there won't be anything to post since we weren't able to do anything, and yeah, that's where we're at. So last week, this looks like Monday. I think I was still pretty tired from the hardy sesh I had on Saturday. Looks like I just did a bit of basics across most of the apparatus. One thing I've been doing on high bar is all of my taps all the way through to the end of the routine to work my fitness without having to do the releases. Sometimes no matter how much I try, I just don't have that explosive energy to catch Pagan. I find Coleman I can catch even when I'm tired, but Pagan needs to be a special day for me to be able to catch a clean Pagan. So like I said last week, I threw my first full in my life at the ripe age of 29 over the floor. Now I did have a couple of mats and I was nervous, so I did one onto the resi first. And that was the first one. Round off went completely to the side. Didn't even land on the mat. And then I rolled off onto the wooden floor and hit my elbow. That one was a bit better. So here looks like I carried on and did a routine. I don't think I did the layout double front. Yeah. So the full in was new. Yeah, like double doubles not too bad on the air track. Even on to the resi, it's not too bad, but once you know you're over hard and you can't make any mistakes, because if you make a mistake in a double double and you land short, that could be an Achilles, that could be a knee. Everybody that knows my history knows I've had a lot of knee issues, dislocations, subluxations. So I'm always very overprotective of my knees. But the fitness, so I've added a whole tumble and the fitness is not too bad. I'm still resting a long time before I do the front double twist at the end. Tuesday I chose to do it on the resi. But I feel like it's a routine I can do. And even if I don't put that first tumble in, it's going to make life a whole lot easier, giving me more time to breathe in between each tumble when I'm just doing a regular short routine. So on Saturday, we had flight night. Flight night is pretty much like a mid-year club display. All the athletes get introduced and there's a group display for the lower levels, and then the high levels do an individual display. So I included a flight night section at the end of the video. Here I believe I hit my first horse routine of the year without touching my legs on the dismount. And that part always takes a long time, to get your dismount up without touching at the end of a routine. So pretty happy with that. Back to flight night though. So the senior boys, they pick an apparatus, and we don't do a whole routine, but we do like a sequence or pretty much something that's gonna be a tester for us to see where we're at, maybe a half routine or a difficult part of the routine, and see how it goes in front of a crowd, because you got more nerves when you're doing it in front of a crowd, so it's a good test. I chose to do P-bars, and oh boy, you're gonna see it right at the end. It was a shit show. I messed up the grip so bad that, well, let's put it this way, I couldn't even do a giant. So what I wanted to do was to do my peach or Felga sequence, the peach one, Healy, Felga half, a giant, like a front of price Healy and a double pike. And you'll see it, I just completely slipped off the bar. The grip was so bad. Um, and I wonder though if it's because, it was the first time in front of a crowd and I was low key freaking out. Maybe I overthought the grip a little bit. But lesson learned. Lesson learned. It's good to make those mistakes because when you come back next time, you're like, any gymnast knows that feeling where you mess up at a competition and then all of a sudden like, man, I know what to do to make it happen next time. And that's really valuable. That's a valuable feeling. And I try to hold on to those feelings as much as I can. There's me falling off a reverse turn on P-bars. Yeah, pretty much at that point, I am dead. There is no gas in the tank. Everything feels heavy. You all know the feeling. Yeah, so highlights was Tuesday was probably the highlight. I don't remember what I did the second half of the week. I'm at a blank. I don't remember what I did at the second half of the week at all. I think on this day I got through, so I missed the pagan, and then I got all the way through to the end of the routine after that. I have had a thought of switching around the Coleman and the straight Kachev. So when I come back into the gym after lockdown, I want to just spend time doing the straight Kachev by itself, not in a sequence, to straighten it out so that it's not so pikey. And then instead of doing it third, put it second after pagan, which will make Coleman a bit harder, but I don't mind doing Coleman third. There I go, flying again. So I think that's definitely an idea worth trying. Start value will stay the same, and then eventually I'll add the Zoli Min somewhere in the routine at the start or after the first 3 releases or so. Yeah, so if you see there, that's, that was a pike catcher, but I didn't even want to do it straight, just in case I clipped my heels. Got to straighten out the Yamawaki as well. When I swing free, I can do a pretty good Yamawaki, nice and straight, nice and high. But when it's a routine and I know I have to catch the bar, everything gets cut short. It gets lower, closer to the bar, and I start piking. Thursday. I'm getting a bit of those twisties on vault. But I did put the double twist on the mat a few times. Yeah, I don't really get much contact with the vault. I think part of it is body rigidity. If anyone saw on gymnastics coaching vlogs, Kohei's mate Kohei's mate / coach did a, what do you call it, like a, not a clinic, but like a video tutorial on Yurchenko's. And he mentioned body rigidity, and when I watch my Yurchenko, I'm pretty floppy. There's a lot of give in my shoulders, there's a lot of give in my back when I make contact with the table. So when I come back, I want to give that a go. Just squeeze as tight as I possibly can during the block, and maybe that'll give me a stronger contact. I've always struggled with that vault. It's what's today? Today's Thursday, and I'm still feeling like sore from last week, even though I've had 4 days off. And to be honest, I find that when I have time off, the aches and pains get worse. But when I do swing a little bit of rings, not so much strength, but when I do giants, I notice my shoulder pains, they get better. I don't know why. Maybe because, you're keeping your body in line, you're teaching it to continue the recovery process. Oh yeah, that press to handstand, bloody hell, that press to handstand. I don't know what to say. I can't do a press to handstand with straight arms. And to be honest, like, that's quite a lot of my deductions has always been that press. You gotta keep your elbows off the straps, you gotta not bend your arms. Although they do give a bend arm press a skill now. Well, now I'm reminded, after this ring sesh, I went to P-bars and I couldn't swing P-bars because my shoulder started hurting really bad. I thought at the time I did something serious to it. It looks like I didn't include the clip, but I just started warming up and it was pretty bad. So I thought I did something serious, but here on Saturday, it was feeling a bit better. So I, got lucky. Dodged a bullet, as they say. On Saturday, I decided not to do the 1.5 full, but just to do a 1.5 punch layout and get the timing right. And finally, I met the floor more or less at the right time. So I didn't do those pinny front fulls that you've been seeing me do in the last couple weeks. And I put the double twist forwards as a dismount on the floor with a long break. Hey, but it's a start. I'm probably well over time in this floor routine. I believe we get 70 seconds. Apparently it's changing in the next cycle. I think it's going up to 75. I've been working a lot on trying to get that snap down shorter in my flick flack. So I did some studying and I noticed that most guys that do triple double on floor, they bend their arms and they get a really short snap down. But my flick flack goes really long, which is probably not good for your ankles and Achilles. And I don't get much of a snap down at all. It's like I over rotate my flick flack onto my hands. I catch my hands at about this angle and then I can't get a pike down. And then I watched Simone Biles and she has a flick flack similar to mine. I'm sure her joints are a lot stronger than my ones. But then I thought, maybe it can work. I think as long as you get a good hip whip on the takeoff, nice and tight on the takeoff, really good whip, then at least it's enough for double-double, maybe even triple-double. Alright, Coach's Corner is next. Enjoy the rest of the video and enjoy watching my goated P-bars routine at Flight Night. All the best. Next week's a break, so I'll probably be back in 2 weeks or so. Peace out.
Come on, Pete. safe, Ben. Take it over. Atta boy.
Nice.
All right, Daniel, come on. Yep. Oh. Yo.
Come on.
Nice. Side, come on. Oh yeah. Good, Sammy. Good. Lean over. Yes, Jordan. Oh, mate. Straight enough, come on. Okay. Nope. Yeah. Yo. Wide. Side, come on. Keep those toes up. Yeah.
Come on. Yep. Yeah. Let's go now. Come on, push. Get it. Go.
Let's go. Nice. Come on. Confidence. Good man. Stick. Woo-hoo-hoo. Oh man, holy moly. That's
Yep. Come on. Yeah.
oh yeah.
I mean, like, if you want to record.
Short. Nice, Logan. Nice, look good. No, rest, breathe. Okay.
Yeah.
Go hard. Yep, yeah. Say it again.
Hey, let's go. Make a stand. Up. Like that.
Come on. Come on, Will. Push it. Atta boy. Don't forget to breathe. Oh, Sammy. Yeah.
He's still made that thing, but he's not that good at doing it. You know? When he grows up, he wants to be an astronaut.